welcome to the Liv Daily Show. I'm Sean, and we're at the beautiful Azurage Estate Hotel. And on today's show, we have an amazing theme. It's about empowerment. It's about empowering yourself to go and live the life that you want. So sit back and stay tuned. I am so excited and honored to chat with Jill today. You know, she has one of those amazing stories that maybe sometimes we don't get to choose, but it's what we do within our lives that make us who we are. Thank you for the water. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you so much for having me.
You know
what you do.
I am so inspired by kind of where you came from and where you are today. I know you might not think of it as total inspiration, but for me, it's like, oh my gosh, like realistically on a universal level, energetic level, how certain things could align to get from where you were to where you are today. And that blows my mind because I believe everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
And I believe that certain things inspire us to be a certain way in life or go a certain path. And honestly, like, I think the odds were against you and you're sitting here with me today.
Of course. I was from Romania, Buzău.
Okay.
I was adopted when I was 3 years old from an orphanage. I was...
So an orphanage.
Yeah, like I have no recollection of that life. It's kind of something that makes me who I am, and my parents from a very young age was very open. You are adopted, this is where you're from.
So from like you were born and then went to an orphanage?
I think so, yeah. Like they couldn't take care of me. There was 12 kids. They were gypsies, farmers, so not too crazy, but I don't know that much about them. I do have a picture of them, and that's pretty much all I know, because when I came to Canada, I felt like it was disrespectful to be sharing, oh, I'm adopted, blah, blah. As a kid, you don't want to be different.
Right.
And I always tried to amalgamate myself into who they were, but I always looked super different than everybody. And yeah, I faced racism and adversity my whole life just from being different. You know, I was in Ontario first, and then Calgary.
So then your parents found you in Romania and adopted you and brought you to Canada. Is that kind of how it happened?
Yeah, it was just like my parents had been married for a while. They're both in Ontario and journalists. And they had seen that Romania, the communism had fell in the 90s. And they just thought, yeah, we should save somebody out there because they couldn't have kids at the time. And my dad spent 6 months of his life trying to find somebody. And I was not the first kid he found that he wanted to bring home. So I don't know, I was kind of like super lucky to be found because a translator kind of shared, hey, there's this girl. And I thought, how did they even know about me, you know? So my whole life, like, people just kind of knew about me or something, and it was meant to be that I had a second chance at life.
Because you just glow. You do. Your soul, your spirit just glows.
Yeah. It's been really rough because people, they judge you for being different. And because I don't actually have like the way of me being European, but inside I am, you know,
like your roots,
my roots,
it's your being,
yeah,
right?
I'm a bit kind of like out there more so, and I really like to connect with people on a deeper level. And everyone who's my friend means something so much to me, you know. It's
because you probably love from the depths of your soul too, right? Having to go through that, whether it's an energetic thing on a spiritual level or an intellectual thing that we go through, right? You feel it. And then now we fast forward after all of that, and you created this amazing, amazing magazine to help support.
I hope so, you know. I think that's what I want to give back, is from having nothing and being able to have that second chance at life. I want to support and do what my parents did, trying to like sought out to help people. And I started this industry as like a masseuse and hair and makeup. And then I met Zuli Al-Nahas, who cast me as a main actor in Go Fish. It's on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
And there I met Al and Zuli, and they're my best friends in the world. And they just love the arts, and I'm super inspired by them. And I realize there's not as much media as there needs to be here, like in Hollywood, to be able to keep people going and getting more gigs. And really what a magazine is a guideline of who's who in the industry. You're your own network. So no one's magazine is better than anybody. It's just, you see, okay, so that's who they know. Everyone in the magazine I know. They would love to be in it. And I'm proud to promote them, you know, and I have a good relation with all of them.
And that's huge from where you were, right? And going through your life transitions to understand that you kind of create your roots and you create your own little family, no matter where it is that you go. So what would be one thing that it's kind of taught you, like in your soul and your spirit, your vision about life, or maybe it's like your life philosophy or something that you tell yourself in regards to your second chance?
I feel like because of where I came from, literally nothing, that I have kind of the right to say, you know what, I want to become something and an example and share with people, like that even if you're from zero, that does not mean that you can't accomplish. This magazine has been made with virtually nothing, like
but
monetarily,
love.
But love, with people wanting to share like their talents and connect and be together and have this kind of wonderful group of artists that support each other here. It is a small market, but that doesn't mean we can't all thrive here, you know, in shows like yours and the magazine and Avenue and Standout and all these other cool magazines. They do that. They give a voice to people who want to share and make a legacy. And that's what I want to do, you know.
Is make a legacy.
Yeah.
Leave a legacy.
From nothing, I feel like maybe somebody will be inspired by me that, hey, look at this girl, people maybe didn't believe in her in the beginning, but she never stopped. And I think that's really my story, is that no matter if I don't have like even the support of, you know, my family kind of thinks I'm crazy for doing this because it's not like a normal job and all that, but I'm just gonna keep going because I know what I'm doing is helping people like Al and Zuli, so.
I love it. Oh, good job,
You're
Carol.
awesome, thank you.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Maureen McRae, or as Dr. Mo, I call her, is one of those women that has all the credentials in the world, but yet her energy and her love and her inspiration is just so contagious. I love my chats with her.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for being here today, Mo.
Thank you for having me.
Empowerment. That's a big one.
It's huge.
Because sometimes we forget that we can empower ourselves in our own lives to go forward into where we want to go, right?
Yes.
But sometimes we almost go backwards.
Sometimes we do. I mean, it's the learning. Like a lot of people say, 2 steps backwards, 1 step
Like the
forward.
cha-cha?
Right, exactly. But there's still some movement there, and it's still conscious choice. And it comes with self-love and developing confidence.
How do you develop confidence?
I think you have to look at the successes that you've had and not look at the failures. So focus on what's working. You know, continue that upward spiral, because life will come back and have other lessons will come back to us if we haven't learned them.
Right.
Right? It still comes back to us, not maybe as in an intensive a way, but we're still creating our lives and moving forward. So we have to keep making those choices, keep going, keep moving forward.
Almost celebrating your little successes, no matter.
Right.
Is that kind of part of it?
And I think, you know, I saw Oprah said, what's the next right step? And what's the next right step? And when you take that next step, you did it. You've made it. So keep going. Don't give up.
What else is something that we can do mentally or physically, emotionally to be able to kind of uplift that energy of empowerment within our lives? Is it about challenging ourselves? Is it about...
I think we can set goals, and when we've achieved those goals, it's, you know, you realize that you created success and you've done it.
Right.
Surrounding yourself with people that lift you up.
That's a big one. And it's that mirror, right? Every relationship, whether it's a mentor or, you know, someone that gives you that energy, that feeling that you're powerful, that you're unstoppable, right? Like, because it's almost as if the tribe that you create is almost a mirror image of who you are.
Very much so. And, you know, the other thing you can do is look at people that have succeeded and look at how they've done it. Nobody goes through life without falling on their face. It's not the end. It's just one small time frame in your life.
Right.
Right? So don't let that knock you over. You still get up, dust yourself off, keep going. Trust yourself.
Trust yourself. That's huge.
Trusting.
And almost trust life, or trust the process of life to get you to where you want to go, to almost springboard right forward in life.
Absolutely. And taking the path of least resistance. So if you keep...
Okay, wait. What does that mean? Least resistance?
Well, I mean, if you think you want to go in this direction, you keep banging your head against the wall, falling on your face continually, and you're not getting anywhere, that's quite disempowering, isn't it? And so
I think a lot of us go that way, though.
Right. So perhaps there's another road to take. We can take up, you know, when you find you start moving in a direction that is more graceful, and it, you know, we still can fall on our face, but it's not as difficult, it's not as challenging, it's not as painful. Relationships, for instance, you know, that's the direction. That's the universe saying to you, well, I want you to go in this direction. I'm making it easier for you. But, you know, don't choose the path that's so hard. You can go there if that's what you really want to do. But you will find that you're more empowered when you start making decisions that are, you know, benefiting you.
From here.
Right. From here. From your heart.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you.
Exercise is one of those tools where we can test ourselves to see how committed we truly are to the journey. How many of us start, you know, a few weeks in and then it's like, yeah, it's done, it's over. But no, at that moment is when you have to pick up, put your feet in and say, I'm committed to the end. Just do it for 4 weeks. After 4 weeks, I promise this new regimen, this new program, this new dialogue will be in. Burpees. I'm glad you're demonstrating them as opposed to me, but no, I love burpees.
I like them too, yeah.
Or we just learn to love them.
Yeah.
It's like a love-hate relationship.
You adapt to them.
You adapt, that's a good word. Is there a way that you can maybe show us how to do a simple burpee, maybe without the jump, but just like a step back?
For sure, yeah, just going through the movement of it, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Can you demonstrate that for me? Step back.
You could do one leg at a time, yeah.
Perfect. Can you give me 2 more?
Yeah, absolutely.
Coming all the way back, keeping the core nice and tight. And 1 more. Because I can. So if we want to bring up the intensity with that, then we can add the jump, right?
Absolutely.
So can you jump up and then jump back?
Yeah.
Going all the way down, working the full body. Good job. You make them look like a piece of cake. Like it's like no effort at all.
With time, that can be easier.
With time, but you know what? I'm going to increase the intensity even more and ask you to give me 3 push-ups while you're down there.
We can do that.
Just keep going. See? Yeah, see? Piece of cake for you. Piece of cake. You know what? You're making me tired just looking at you. I think I need some water, but you're just going to keep doing those burpees.
They're really good for you.
And they're really good for you, hey? Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, and he's just going to continue to do those. But you guys can take a look at this amazing success story from the Ticket to Change.
I am completely blown away from the courage and strength and perseverance that this family has shown. Last season, Robin shared hers, and this season, I am so honored and privileged that Jason agreed to share his.
I met Robin through the friend. When I met her, she kind of pregnant. The reason she had the car accident before, and a lot of history for miscarriage. But when she pregnant, I thought, wow, I was surprised. I was so proud. Very proud. It's the name of the Karen. Yeah, it's very proud father. I never had a baby before. For the first 4 years, that a lot of abuse had to be a father and have fun and play, game, hide and seek, all the stuff. Vacation, we spend time with the kids. That's the both memory I have. until about 4 years ago. He started having sick fever. I thought the gym was normal because the gym with other kids are sick there. But 4 days later, gym got white. It's better, but it's still white face. We tend to do the walking thing after what's wrong. And he did all that normal to ear infection. That's all, yeah, okay. They gave him medication for ear infection. So here I am, my wife went to the birthday party, I went to the poker game in that bridge with my friend. We used to play for 1 hour until my wife, Dad, she's taking me. You better to come to hospital right away. I said, why? So I to hospital. My mom not there, my mom there, all that there. I was confused. Why? They possibly have a cancer. Oh, that was shock. So when I waited for the blood, I come, we thought it's just cancer. I was so upset. Well, my life will be over. It's a cure for that. It's a treatment for that. All the stuff was it's a 80% cure for that done. Okay, so what you do? It's a lot of treatment, chemo, all the stuff. So up to 5 years. That's a long time. Yeah. Every day, I was angry, upset. No one. I pushed my friend away, pushed my family away. I just want to be myself to be with him. They ate fast food, junk food, everything for 1 to 3 months. Depression. It's been like a day on for 3 months, no place to go. If I go to the store, that's all for food. And then one day I look at the mirror, I said, wow, that's not who I am. I gained all the weight. I said, I discussed with my wife. I thought it's time to hire the professional and then to help me all the exercise, therapy, food, all the stuff. So we done, I like to exercise because I have a knee column. It's a pain every day. But when I was exercise, working out, it's more heavy weight working out, the more pain. So I feel want to be gym with them. You stand in pain, stand with my down in pain, because I work hard, working out. It's not fair for him. No. So they say that I'm in pain, game, I'm in pain, what the team choose. Yeah, that was the fall. I hate that word. Yeah, I hate that word, cancer. That's a dangerous word. What it taught me is the big thing is the people who have cancer, they can fight alone. It's a very, very deadly disease. You have to help people, even my son, to make it through. We need a family. We need a friend to be there for him. Don't be afraid. That's what cancer taught me.
Well, I snuck back into the kitchen here at the beautiful Azridge Estate Hotel, and today I want to talk to you about some beets. Because you know what? Some people either love them or they hate them. And I bet you could agree with me. So I wanted to give you a few different ideas on how you can actually use beets in your day-to-day life. So kind of, they look really pretty when you buy them at the grocery store, or else you can buy them without the greens on them. And sometimes we don't even know how to cook them, and they're so easy. We started off with some beet chips here, and using this fancy-dancy little, not shredder, it's a slicer, you come up with these little chips and you can bake them in the oven and eat them just like that. Me being vegan, I absolutely love my salad, so why not roast your beets and put them on top of your salad? Add a few different onions on top of here. And of course, you need some nuts and some protein. And I'm missing a spoon, but that's okay, because I'll just use my fingers. And you have a beautiful beet salad. And you know what, we need some feta cheese on that. Of course you can use it as a salad, but why not use it as a side dish too? You can boil your beets like we did here. You peel them, you cut them, and you just boil them. And again, add the same thing. Cashews are so good with beets. Add a few green onions. And you know what, feta cheese is so good on top. I love beets. You gotta try these recipes. And it's stuck. Oh well, we'll just leave it. And last but not least, this one's for Robin, and I've never heard of it, but it's called an ABC salad. So it's apples, beets, and corn. And she has it so pretty laid out here, and to put it into a little lettuce wrap. Doesn't that look so good? And so bright and delicious? You know what? I'm positive these beets do amazing things for our body. So we're gonna head to the superstore and talk to Tessa what beets actually do for us. Joining me today.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
You know, back at the Azridge, we did a whole thing on beets.
Good.
Because I love beets.
Yeah. I do too.
Aren't they great?
They're delicious. So good. Yeah. Versatile too.
What do you do with your beets?
I love mine on salads, roasted, or if I'm just needing a quick, I'll steam them too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're so
And
good.
what health benefits do we have from beets?
Ooh, a long list.
A long list.
Yeah,
Give me three.
antioxidants.
Okay.
Yeah, antioxidants are huge with beets. Anything that has a dark color like this to it, you can bet will be high in antioxidants.
Okay.
Anti-inflammatory, just really, really good for you. Yeah.
That is really, really
Yeah.
good for you. And then are we looking to buy local beets, or what are we doing when we're looking to buy beets at the grocery
kinda
store? Because
have-
sometimes they have like the big,
Yeah.
right?
They vary in size. I say this, good, better, or best.
Okay.
So good would be we're eating beets. We're getting beets into our diet.
Okay. So it doesn't matter.
Incorporating them.
You hit them.
Yeah.
So does that mean like from a can or pickled, or are you talking fresh?
We want to stay away from cans. Just we're kind of looking at BPAs and things
Okay.
that are
So fresh.
Want to stay away from fresh.
Okay.
So good. That's good. Better is we're going to be buying them. So fresh and from the grocery store. They'll, we'll see on labeling it might be from California, different places.
Right. Okay.
Best is locally grown from our farmers in Calgary. Here, we're so blessed to be surrounded by awesome farmers everywhere that grow and take pride in their crops.
I love farmers. So that's best.
Is getting from them, supporting our farmers, and yeah, for sure, getting the nutrients that are in our soil, which is optimal in Calgary.
Love
Yeah.
it.
That's
Thanks,
best.
love.
Yeah, you're welcome.
John is a local entrepreneur and a big thinker. I knew when I first met him that there was more inside him that I wanted to learn about. So we sat down and had a few conversations. You have done an amazing job at creating Charbar, this building, all of this. And a lot of that comes from a dream, a passion, a seed, an empowerment, right? How did you do it? Where did you find,
Like, where did it come from? Like, do you have like some magic powers or something? Oh, you do?
For sure, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, absolutely. I do, and it's not me, and it's the people that have collaborated on this, and it's partners, right? Connie and I, co-chef and co-owner, and my wife Carrie. I mean, we were the founders of Charcut, which we opened 7 years ago, and then we opened Charbar just over a year and a half ago, and with Jessica Pelland, and it's the people that are in our business and how we each fill, a very important, crucial role, and how we've developed this partnership that makes us unique and makes the whole experience in this building and everything that you see in it, a little bit different. Carrie came from a legal background as a lawyer, and she really was the glue to the entire business from the back end. And from Connie is definitely a lot to do with the public relations, and she really is interacts directly with the guests at all times. And I helped mold what the business looked like and how it would make profit and how it would grow internally with the people within it. Because that's what's dictated our growth as a company, is with the people within it. You look around, and I mean, we have our business partners that are equity owners in our business are people that started off as line cooks. So I mean, the formula is very simple. It's the people around you and surrounding yourself by the best of the best.
Which is empowerment, right? To constantly be growing and lifted up by the people around you, and to grow and create that legacy of what you guys are creating, especially here in East Village.
It's an incredible development. Like, you look around, and to be just a small part of it is like, we count our blessings for sure.
A small part, you guys are the anchor.
And, well, I mean, some say that, but
Some say that.
I mean, look outside. You have the St. Patrick's Island, and you have this beautiful river walk that's lit up at night. You have these boutique hotels going in. You have these residents, and the energy of the National Music Center, the new public library. This area has been so well thought out.
Well, because it comes back to you guys. You guys owning yourselves and going after what it is that you want. To create something for people to come, and then, of course, you're just, the universe just brings it to you, right?
For sure.
This place is always packed when I'm in here.
We're pretty fortunate, yeah.
Yeah, because you guys, so good job. You have the power within your own life to stand tall and make those changes. So whatever it is that you want to do, go after it. Thanks so much for watching.